Hey Taurus, welcome. This is your May 2025 reading. Now, we have to start with saying happy birthday. So this is going to be an amazing, awesome month for us Tauruses. So let's see what we have going on and get you some messages of encouragement, guidance, and support. All right, wonderful. So we see right off, you're hoping, you're dreaming. I love that. So we have hopes and dreams, aspirations, you working toward that this month. You may even be deciding like there's more that you desire and understanding that there is no limit to what you can desire or what you can dream. So you're really stepping beyond more like the logical part of us that wants to like think things through and like really specify what we want and what we desire, as opposed to allowing the universe to bring to you whatever is for you and visualizing how it's going to make you feel to be successful. Okay, so we're letting go of those strict requirements that we're giving to the universe and we're putting out there, and we're just allowing ourselves to flow with life and taking the blessings and opportunities as they come our way, and knowing and trusting that it's all leading to success and fulfillment. So we have the Page of Pentacles here. So there may be some knowledge or information that you're gaining. You may be increasing your awareness, your enlightenment, your spirituality, learning some new things, exploring some new things as it relates to that. There may also be some other approaches that you have, maybe like regarding your finances. You may also be in school, so you may either be in school or decide to take some courses or classes or get a certification of some sort. So there's definitely some enlightenment, some education that's happening here as well. Or you're going to decide to go in that direction and decide that it may be helpful and useful to you to do that. Okay, so we have the King of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Wands, but I want to ask why the King of Swords is in reverse, and I think I know. All right. Okay, so you may have these moments where you do feel discouraged and you do feel just like broken and battered and like I'm trying, nothing's happening, it's not happening fast enough. So you could definitely be feeling a little discouraged here, but you are being guided to stay strong and stay focused. Okay, and take time to reflect, to meditate, to do those self-care practices, because I'm hearing like there could be a lot more joy in your environment that you experience. So get creative, incorporate in those self-care practices. Just do what makes you feel good, because you are working toward goals and you have dreams that you're working on and taking inspired action toward. But it's important to create some balance there, and don't forget about playtime and having fun and enjoying yourself along the way as well. Okay, so with this King of Swords in reverse, you may also find that you're censoring yourself in some way. Like what you really want to say, you're not saying it for some reason. So I feel like if you can find a constructive way to communicate it, then absolutely do that. So this is not just like free reign to just say whatever to whoever. This is more about you like recognize like, okay, this needs to be said. This is the truth and it needs to be said, but I'm going to find a constructive way to communicate it. So you may want to try that as opposed to just not saying anything at all. Okay. So what else? What else for Taurus? Okay, so we have the Hierophant here. So if you do not take it upon yourself, excuse me, to get some rest and relaxation in, it'll happen for you. Divine intervention will come through and you will get that rest and relaxation. So go ahead and take that moment now to do that, and to make sure that you're replenishing yourself and you're filling up your own cup first. Okay? Because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So we also have some cycles ending here, and opportunity to just, here. We see here the world, the stars, the universe. You have no limits. You are limitless. and that is what's opening up to you. So there may be some deep work that you've done here. You may have delved into the subconscious, and explored some of those feelings that are there, that are creating resistance, that are creating this feeling of being blocked or stagnant or stuck, or not being able to progress for some reason, but you don't know why. So yeah, it's about exploring those beliefs and reframing things and letting things go that aren't serving you. It doesn't serve you to have fear about success, so that needs to be let go. But you really know that you have that fear unless you explore, unless you go a little deeper and connect with yourself internally. You may do that through journaling or meditation or some other practices that you have to uncover that, okay, I do have this fear here and it needs to be addressed and I need to let it go. Okay, so yeah, this is calling on your strength, your power, your self-confidence, your self-love, to assist you and guide you. So yeah, I see a lot of reflection happening here. And I feel like it's the perfect opportunity also for you to decide what you want this new chapter to look like and share that with the universe. Okay, so just with this 5 of coins, how's that going to end up? So we have the page, or the 5 of wands here, and then what else? Give me a result. Thank you. The 8 of cups. Okay. All right. So there may be a setback with your finances. So I'm seeing maybe a loss of job or a loss of an opportunity, and that really leading you ultimately towards your fulfillment, because you're going to reassess things and where they are and what's really important to you and what you value, and you're going to shift. You're going to make adjustments in your environment, in your life, so that you are working towards things that are fulfilling to you. So this may be like you being able to step away from a job that just was not serving you in any way, that was a toxic environment, and you deciding like, okay, I'm going to explore my passions. I've always wanted to be a medium. I've always wanted to do tarot readings. So you're going to explore that, and it's going to make you feel very fulfilled here. So these are things that you feel passionate about, that you may have always thought about and wanted to explore, but you just couldn't because you were so focused on the matrix and the 9 to 5 and that type of working environment. But this is your opportunity to figure out what the new version of you is like. And as these new chapters are opening, what that looks like for you. And what redefining what success is to you. So we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you may also need to be a little more honest with yourself about the work that you're putting in, and just ensuring that you are taking inspired action towards your goals, because it's understood, like, we're a hard worker here, Taurus. We know that about ourselves, but we do have those moments where we may feel discouraged, or we may just be like, yeah, I'm not doing it today. Okay, I've been doing it consistently. I need to relax. Or you know what, it's the weekend. I'm not opening up. I'm not working on stuff. So yes, take those moments. But when you feel inspired, do that work. Because in some cases you are feeling inspired, but just still not able to do that work for some reason. So that reflection, meditation helps with understanding why. Why do I feel inspired, but I just can't actually follow through with it? Okay? So you need to get to the bottom of that and be honest with yourself about that, so that you can adjust that thinking, you can reframe that situation, you can let go of the energies that are keeping you stagnant, and you can move forward and you can start making progress towards your goals, or making more progress, I should say. So we have the Ace of Wands here as well. So yeah, you definitely have opportunities for whatever you feel passionate about to come towards you. So this could be love and financial opportunities. Okay, so a new job, a new opportunity to collaborate with someone. So we see here that, like, yeah, some things may be going away, but it's just opening the door to all of the abundance and blessings that can come to you that are actually for you. because whatever this is going away is not for you. It's not who you authentically are, and it doesn't align with who you authentically are. So that's why it's going away. Okay? So we're talking about getting more into those things you feel passionate about. Okay. All right. And if you can really work through this, whatever this contrast is, whatever these challenges that happen, if you can do your best to work through them as quickly as possible and stay focused on what you actually desire versus focusing on what you lost or what you no longer have. Because again, remember, you don't have it because it's not for you. It's not helpful to you anymore. Even if you want to really, really fight with the universe that it is, the universe says so. Your higher self has your best interest in mind and is always going to guide you toward what is best for you in the moment. And that's not these things that went away. Okay, so really turning around and focusing on what you want and what you know to be true about yourself is what's going to help you to persevere through these challenges and stay focused on your goals and create new exciting goals for yourself. Okay. Okay, so I have 5 of Swords here, and what else? We have the 10 of Swords. Okay. All right, so yeah, there's definitely some thought patterns and beliefs that you have that are impacting your ability to make progress. So it's so important, and we already spoke to that, but it is coming up here again. But it's so important to really delve deeply into yourself and really working on that connection with Source and your higher self and your intuition to help you understand like what's for you and what is not for you and what you really came here to do. So this is about you coming back into alignment with who you authentically are and remembering why you came here, remembering who you are and what you came here to do. Okay. What else? I thought something had flipped over earlier. Okay, wonderful. We have the 10 of Cups here. I love to see that, because I feel like we have all the positivity and opportunity here over in this section. It's really coming up with that. So yeah, you are going to feel fulfilled emotionally, romantically, physically, mentally, financially. All those areas, success is waiting for you. It's all about how you feel about yourself, what you're telling yourself, the thoughts, your knowing, and your trust in yourself and in the universe and in the energy that you're putting out as well. Okay. What else? Oh, so yeah, okay. So we have the 6 of Cups here. And you're going to be in a position where you can be of support and inspiration to others. And you are going to really be at that place where you're able to provide protection and financial support, other types of assistance, provide resources for others. You are going to be at that place where you can do that if you're not already there. So you may already be doing that, and that's wonderful. And in any way that you can do that at any time is what you're being guided to do. So it's not just about like, oh, you need to have this money so that you can support causes and support people. This is about you could smile at someone, and that's a sign of support. It's a sign of unconditional love. And you never know what people are going through. So just the smallest thing could be the biggest gift to someone. So it doesn't have to be monetary. So when I am promoting that, like being in your community, giving back to others, that's what I mean. In whatever way feels best for you. That was a little gnat there. But in whatever way feels best for you is what you're being guided to do. All right, so we also have you releasing some burdens here. And that's going to help you come into alignment with who you are and feel more fulfilled. So what can you let go of? What can you release? So these could be like thought patterns, as could be people, it could be things, it could be jobs, it could be, environments. that you're letting go of, but also it could be thought patterns and negative beliefs, or beliefs that you've held that are just too traditional. They're not flexible enough to allow for your expansion and to allow for your growth. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Let's get some oracles. Should we get one more? Okay, we got 2 more, but we'll take it. All right, so we have sacred living and spirit speaking with you and divine intervention coming through. So that is your confirmation. Like, yeah, this transformation is happening. This change is happening. So get on board with it, because the universe needs to know what it is that you desire. What is this new version of you looking like? And we have channeling. That's wonderful. So you may be getting into channeling, or you may be strengthening your connection with the other realms so that you can receive those messages more easily. Okay, that's wonderful. So we have message. Oh my goodness. Okay, I swear I did not read that before I put it down, but we have messages, channeling information here. So we just said there's messages for you, and this is about you strengthening that connection so you can receive those messages quite easily. And you are the universe. We know this, and depending on where you are on your spiritual journey, you will come to the understanding and knowing that all is one and one is all, right? And life is flowing through you, and the universe is within you. You are not within the universe. So again, depending on where you are on your journey, you will know this, or you know this, or you will come to know this. And that should help you understand and gain a higher perspective, so you can step away and be the observer of things, as opposed to being in it and really interacting in those emotions as if like life is happening to you, as if you don't have any recourse, as if you can't choose your attitude and choose your response in every situation and scenario. Okay. We also have the master number 11, so I am going to make a note, and as I'm saying it, we have master number 22 here as well. So that's magical tools. Oh, okay, wonderful, because this is speaking to your gifts and your talents and your abilities. So you have likely some esoteric tools. Now apply this however it fits, but there's likely some esoteric tools that you do have. So I'm viewing this as the magician coming through, as like, yeah, utilize those gifts and those talents that you know you have and you know are very strong for you. So continue working on growing those talents and abilities, and continue sharing them with the world. Okay, so I'm going to put a link in the description to master number 11 and 22. So if you are interested, you can watch a short on those, or you can just look them up, Google them if you feel divinely guided to do so. We also have creating space. So I feel like this is a message to really be patient with yourself, and be patient with yourself on this journey, because yeah, I gotta speak to this as well. Sometimes I do get impatient because I want to continue growing. I'm like, what else is there? There has to be more. I feel like I really want to strengthen this area of my abilities. So I do have these moments where I am a little impatient. So we're all having this human experience here. We're all working through it. But this is that reminder, and I'm laughing because this is, I feel like, a reminder for me as well to, yeah, be patient, be kind to yourself, believe in your abilities, trust in your abilities, trust that you have everything you need at this moment in time to be successful. And as you grow, as you experience, everything will come to you at the exact right moment in time. So you have everything within you to get started. Okay. What else? What else for Taurus? Thank you. All right, we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, what else? Thank you. We have the Devil. Okay. So yeah, you may also be a little distracted this month. And we did speak to that a little because we saw that, you know, you may have those moments where you're really productive and then when you like need a break, you need a rest, and that's okay. Just create some balance. And this is that opportunity to be more balanced. Maybe try to follow your schedule more. If you don't have a schedule, create a schedule. But it is more balanced and you do have time for the things that you for creativity and fun, because this is all inspired work that we're talking about here, inspired action. So some of it is toward some goals that you do have, but incorporate in the fun and the creativity so that you do have those moments where you are doing those self-care practices that you enjoy, painting, drawing, just sitting out in nature. Even getting more sleep is a self-care practice. Okay? So, just going back to some temptations. So you also know if there's some things that you can cut out or some things that you can minimize. And that's going to create such significant results. So this is like the smallest changes are going to create the biggest results. So this is not saying you have to completely cut things out or you have to be a completely different way or change yourself completely. It's not saying that. It's saying like, look at those tiny things, those tiny changes that you can make, because that's going to result in some big outcomes and accomplishments. Okay, so what else do we have for Taurus? Thank you. Okay. So we do have absolutely some chapters opening. We have things balancing out here. So if you don't create the balance, Source will create it. Your higher self will create it. So you might as well go on ahead and create that balance that we're talking about. And I know we tend to be workaholics, so it's hard to incorporate in like, okay, this afternoon is just going to be me time. And it's like, you know what, I could really be like doing this. I can get the laptop and do these couple things. And then before you know it, you've spent like 5 or 6 hours working, as opposed to enjoying the moment, enjoying the present time, and replenishing your cup and refilling your cup. So yeah, this is really creating that balance here as you go into that new chapter. So we have the Page of Cups. So we do have love coming towards you if that's something that you do desire. And if this is a relationship you're already in, there is opportunity to grow there, to create stronger bonds. And I'm just pausing here because I hear some dogs outside barking, so I was trying to see if mine was going to go and bark. He ran over there, but he didn't bark, so we're good. But yeah, there's definitely love coming through to you if you desire that. Okay. And what else? We have Two of Swords. Okay. So what I was going to say here is to also, if you are already in a committed relationship, there is opportunity for you to have more of those moments where you both are having self-care. Okay, so maybe you both can go get massages. Maybe you both can go take a walk. Maybe you both can go sit out in nature. Okay, so my apologies. He's growling. All right. So we also have the Two of Swords here. Okay, so you may also want to consider what your plans are. So this is about redefining, and we talked about scheduling. So that may be something that you consider during this month, creating a schedule that's more aligned with you and how you feel, and one that you know that you can accomplish. So something that's easier for you. And then you can adjust it along the way. It doesn't have to, you don't have to stick to that. You can adjust it, make changes. But you may also have a couple decisions that you need to make as far as, what strategy you want to use, what path you want to go down, what options you want to explore, and what you want to implement. You connecting with your intuition and your higher self is where you will find the answers. Okay? So get those self-care practices in so that you can quiet the mind. And I'm speaking specifically about meditation because that is the one self-care practice that I absolutely love. It's the quickest way to expand your mind and your spirituality and strengthen your connection. So yeah, there's opportunities there, there's messages there for you, and there's guidance there for you as well. Okay, so go within. What else for Taurus? What else? Thank you. We have Temperance. So we have the balance showing up right here. So that's definitely going to be something that's going to be beneficial to you this month. Balancing things out. Balancing your work with play. Okay. What else? Thank you. All right, so we have the Page of Wands. And why is the Page of Wands in reverse here? Thank you. Okay. So we do have some transformation, and change coming. But I feel like this is you transforming your spirituality and you raising your frequency and vibration and becoming more spiritual, becoming more connected to who you authentically are. So you allowing yourself, your third eye, to open up even wider so that you truly are seeing beyond the physical realm here. And you're receiving those messages. It's like you have the key and you're opening your eyes up to it. Okay? So those messages that you're receiving, you're going to receive as a result of that, are really what's going to like jumpstart things and really help guide you towards your path. And it may result in some adjustments, some changes. And we saw that earlier. So we know that that may be coming. But again, it's about allowing things to go that aren't for you anymore, to allow blessings to come to you and to fill those spaces. Okay? So what else? Thank you. Okay, we have the Chariot. So you may be traveling here, so you may go on vacation, or you may even be relocating, or you may be visiting someone. Okay, but we also know that the Chariot is speaking to you, allowing yourself to be divinely guided and trusting in that divine guidance, because I'm hearing that sometimes it's not that you don't trust it, it's just that you may question it. You may be like, oh, well, is that really what I heard? Is that really what you want me to do? Is that, really what is the best for me? Well, what about this? If I do that, then this might come up or that might come up. And then you swirl around in the questions, and it just creates more questions and more confusion. And before you know it, you're just like, I don't even know what to do. I'm gonna just come back to it later. You know what I'm saying? So allow yourself to be divinely guided. When you hear that message, go with it. Go with it. Okay? And just ensure that it is your intuition talking, because that's going to speak to you very softly, or you'll get visions. However it is that you do connect with the spirit realm and how you receive guidance and messages, allow those processes to happen and don't question them. Go with it. Go with it. Okay, so let's get a couple more oracles here. All right, so we have healing and returning to wholeness and transformation. I love that. Okay, so that's one thing we didn't touch on, the healing process, the healing work that's being done as a result of this. So I feel like that's sort of like the Three of Swords coming out here, just showing that you are healing yourself, and many of us are returning to that place where we do feel whole and we do feel complete. So we do have healing coming out here again. So you are raising your frequency vibration, and we already spoke to that. So I feel like you have to let me know in the comments if you feel like you've stepped into a portal of knowledge, or like a higher frequency or a higher vibration. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but just a greater knowing of things. So if you feel like you're stronger from a spiritual perspective, let me know that, because that is what's showing up here. Okay, and just confirmation of you walking your own path, doing what feels authentic to you, and exploring those gifts and talents that you feel good about exploring, and sharing them with the world when you feel comfortable with sharing them, but actually sharing those gifts and being that inspiration to others. Okay. What else? What else for Taurus? Wonderful. New journeys happening. New journeys happening. I love that. And just recognize and realize, like, this doesn't mean like, oh, it's just smooth sailing. Everything will come to you. You will be so happy. We're not saying that. We know that this is a journey and it's about the journey, but we see that a new chapter is opening, a new portal is opening. So what will you do with that new portal? What will you do with that new chapter? What is that going to look like? What's it going to feel like? What's it going to be like? So that's where we're at with that understanding and knowing. And we know that there's going to be lessons to learn, but you can make those lessons less difficult for you by raising your frequency, raising your vibration, and connecting on those levels where, yeah, those experiences aren't as bad because you are on such a high vibration. So that's what we're talking about here. What else for Taurus? Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups. Wonderful. Lots of options coming through to you. So whatever this is, you're applying it to. Love, money. It's all here. Lots of opportunity coming to you. Many blessings available to you as well. So this is about just having a lot of options, but really recognizing and narrowing down and prioritizing the ones that are important to you. Because it's like you can't do everything. You could go in 50 different options. You can go in 50 different directions. But no, that would be a little confusing and just all over the place. So really focus on the opportunities, the ideas that are important, that you feel passionate about, that you want to explore, that you want to take that inspired action towards. And then go for those. So we have Judgment and things just coming into balance here and things happening. If you do have some things that go away, or you do have some challenges that come up that you experience, loss of job, loss of some money here, maybe losing an investment or a risk not panning out the way that you thought it would, whatever this is, things will come into balance and you will come back into alignment here. So it's so important for you to recognize immediately the lessons that you were to be learning from that experience, and then start to focus, shift your focus on what can be in the present moment and what you're going to do moving forward and what you desire moving forward. Okay, so just take those lessons with you. You have now more knowledge and more wisdom to make other choices. So we have the Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like there may also be this opportunity for you to be more giving, be more sharing, be more loving with others. And this can be in any way that you feel comfortable. It doesn't have to be money. It can be with time. It can be with other resources. Or it can be you really just smiling at somebody, a stranger, saying hello to a stranger, sparking up a conversation, making someone feel good. It could be that simple. So again, it doesn't have to be anything super significant, but it's just be a little more compassionate and connected with the collective is what you're being guided to do. Also, run things through your heart space as well. So allow your heart to guide you and lead you a little more. Okay. See what else? Okay, so we have the Ten of Coins. Wonderful. I love to see that. So this is really triumph and victory and celebration and happiness and joy and fulfillment after you kind of go through this journey here. But you really don't need to wait for this feeling to come to you. It's about, this is the feeling that you want to feel, because it's not about the money. It's not about the status. It's not about the things. It's about the way that they make you feel. So you're being asked to step into that feeling now and show the universe that this is what you want. This is how you want to feel, and allow the universe to construct reality and provide you with opportunities that help you to get to this point. Okay, so let's do a couple more and then we'll get some oracles to close out. Okay, so we have Knight of Wands here, and what else? What else? We're speaking to your passions, and we talked a little bit about that, but yeah, so definitely focus on your passions, and we did speak to that, you prioritizing things and only moving forward on those where you feel inspired and you want to do that work. And also, in this entire process as well, really focusing on your attitude and staying as positive as you can. And when you do that, you will realize and be appreciative and thankful and grateful for how far you've come. So even if you just took a moment and you jotted down some successes that you've had, if it's relating to relationships or to your business, whatever this is that you're working toward, jot down some successes that you've had, and you're going to be surprised. You're going to be like, wow, yeah, I did accomplish all of these things. This is so wonderful. And you can look at those moments and you can see well, how was I successful? How did I accomplish these things? And you can take from that and you can do more of those things. Okay? But there's also this opportunity here to reconstruct things, reorganize things, adjust your plans, so that you can create something very successful, something great and wonderful. Okay? Wonderful. So we did speak to you leading with your heart and allowing your heart to guide you. So call on those divine feminine aspects as well. So you may be needing to be more compassionate with yourself, be more patient with yourself, be more loving to yourself and to others. Okay? So call on those feminine qualities and characteristics. So what else? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, wonderful. So we have the moon here. You allowing your intuition to guide you toward your life path and your life purpose. And I see this change in your perspective and your knowledge. So you're also gaining knowledge here, as well as increasing your frequency, vibration, and growing your spirituality, expanding your spirituality. You're also learning as a result of that. So there may be some shows or some readings that will be helpful to you to gain a new understanding of how things work, what it's all for, what it's meant to be, and that'll help you find your true purpose. Okay? So let's close out with some oracles here. I'm going to get quite a few here. All right, so we have Revelations, and we did speak to that because we know that there may be some new ones here that you're coming into connection with. So that's the confirmation. We have nourishment, self-care practices, getting some rest. Just getting a little more rest, that is a self-care practice. So definitely water your garden. Okay? Refill your cup, replenish yourself, get exercise. Make sure you're hydrated. All of those things. So we'll put this here. Your ancestors are here to support you as well. So I feel like there's guardians here, guardian angels, friends that have crossed over that are here to support you. Okay, so even animals and nature as well. So you have a lot of teams supporting you and available to you that you can connect with. Okay, so they're just showing up here and they're saying, we hear you, we're here for you, we unconditionally love you, and we are supporting you. And also, you know that you can connect and you can request assistance and help at any time. So we have knowledge, yeah. You are definitely going to be receiving some new information, some new philosophies, new ideas. And that's all related to spirituality and growth and understanding the universe and who you are and how all of this works. All right, so we have you stepping into your leadership abilities and stepping into your power. Strong, brave, confident, sure of your abilities, and trusting in yourself. And knowing that you are not wrong, you are right, and you're doing the right things for you. So we have, yeah, your soul family available to you as well. So not only do you have support in other realms, but you have support in the 3D as well. So connect with those who have like minds and like interests. Okay, and then we have the sun. So I feel like this is you, this is your personality, this is you glowing, literally glowing. So you're going through this glow up, this transformation, and you may not even recognize you if you had to look at the version of you that you become here. It's going to look and be and feel completely different than where you are right now. So I feel like this is just that confirmation of that. Continue to allow your light to shine. Allow it to be as bright as it wants to be, as bright as you say it will be. Okay, Taurus? So those are the messages I have for you. Once again, happy birthday. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday month. And please like, share, subscribe, and let me know how this resonates. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.